You're listening to Max Talks.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, Samir. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you, Jack. Good evening. I'm much better. Hope the same for you.
Okay, Samir, I'm also doing fine. So, Samir, today's topic, what we are taking is why do sales team miss the target, and how do we fix it up? How can they fix it up? So, this is the entire topic which I wanted to discuss with you
Yeah, yeah,
today.
yeah. First of all, thank you, Jack, for having me here. We have been talking about this for some time, and you made it happen today. So I thank you. And this is a very pertinent question, a very kind of one-pointed question which you have asked. And I do agree. Many have failed to realize why they succumb to the target pressure. That is what I can interpret it. Well, let us firstly understand how does this work. Targets are set at an higher authority, where there is a paramount expectation from the team players, and these targets are percolated at the local level for the ground achievement or for the realistic achievement. uh, when it comes on the ground, there are so many players, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, and each of the salesperson has their respective potentials. Now, as a business driver on the ground, a manager fails to realize this.
Okay,
There is a number, and he divides that number straight into the number of feet on street or number of assets he has to for business acquisition, and that's how it goes. So it shouldn't go that way.
right,
It shouldn't be go that way, because targets are for a tenure, maybe 30 days or maybe a quarter or maybe half quarter or annual target. So you cannot expect a instant performance by all the members of the team.
right,
It has to be staggered in a way where the leader or the manager who's on the ground, he realizes and puts it as per the potential of the respective salesperson.
right,
Once that is, say for example, A is kind of a good hitter, or he's a smart thinker also, he can get business. But then B is not a smart thinker, but he is a hard worker. Okay.
right,
C is moreover a mixture of A and B, like a hard hitter, kind of a hard worker, but he lacks business leads, or he lacks acumen for the business. So it's like a collective effort by all the stakeholders at the ground level. That is how this plan needs to be achieved. That is how I, in my entire capacity, at various level, be it city, country, or Asia Pacific, I have seen it. So maybe one starts, and then we have the targets moving, but then there are some slow starters also who contribute in another, maybe a round or two of the performance. So that is how most of these targets are. Firstly, they are unrealistic, and they are not as per the fitment or the aptitude of that particular salesperson.
So, Samir, how do we fix this in terms of performance? I think I'm sure the targets, as you rightly said, they are not bifurcated properly, or maybe they are not completely worked upon. Okay, so how do you think that we need to improvise this?
Yeah, there are methods of improvising that. First and foremost, as a team leader or as a manager, there has to be a sense of bonding. When I see a team has to be bonded well. So first and foremost, the sales people or the sales team have to have one common goal, and they should take it as one common family. So first and foremost, what are the differences among the team members, or what are the reservations among the team members, are to be eradicated or identified, and uh, maybe cut upon on day one before the targets are set. Before
Right,
you expect the targets to be set, the targets generally appear post lunch, where and before that there has to be a team meeting. So in the team meeting, the differences are to be upset. They have to be equal, and the common objective of the team is to be set. So basically, it's the leader who drives it. It's the leader who drives it, and the team looks upon the leader. So at this point, a leader has to mention if any support, any help required, I am there. And especially when they are very ambiguous, or maybe very high targets expected, maybe 25 or 30% respective to the last quarter, then the leader himself has to go out on field along with the salespeople and demonstrate the actual qualities, or how help them closures. So that is how you have an additional resource on the field, a very equipped resource on the field, and the team is also confident. And he has to be in good mood when addressing each and every member of the team, each and every member of the team. So he cannot be at a dictating term. It has to be a family, and the family relation has to be cordial if it's an ambiguous or very high target scenario. That is one way at looking at it. Secondly, what happens is there are some veteran salespeople in one particular team. So this floor leader or this manager needs to take stock of those veteran salespeople, try to have a data collected of their last hits or last previous hits, or the numbers, and have a statistic prepared, and identify them that this is the statistic which you have time and tested proven, and if you prove this quarter once again, this is what you will get it, this is what you will be rewarded, and I will ensure a promotion and along with an incentive, because every performance is rated.
So, in terms of Samir, what I would like to ask you again now. So, in terms of the sales process, what is it that needs to be followed so that there is consistency, and plus there are no heartbreaks?
Yeah, this is a very appropriate question, because in sales they always say there are two types. One is a constant and the other is the instant. So it's
Right.
the instant who fades away in dark skies, but the constant one, he is there in the foray. He is there in the field. So, but if you have to be constant, there has to be a certain behavior practice which need to imbibe. For example, you need to discipline yourself to come to the office regularly on a everyday
Right.
basis. Your time is to be set, your time to the office is to be set, and your time out of the office is to be set. So people are aware what time are you available for a call and what time are you busy for a call. So the timetable is very particular. You need to utilize each and every time, at least minimum 8 to 10 hours of efforts would make you sail through. Unfortunately, what happens is most of the sales people in a city like Bombay, they get tired while traveling. So that is one area the manager also needs to look upon to make the traveling comfortable. And secondly, what happens is we see a lot of work being put in, but when you come back to the office and pen it down, actually we have not worked to that extent. So the time utilization has to be optimum, and results should come. So it's all about discipline, it's all about timing, and it's all about putting hard work for a particular day in a particular day.
Right. I think what is that recipe of success?
Well, there is no recipe as such for success. The only ingredient which is required for success is your inclination towards the recognition. For
Okay.
me, I have always seen recognition monetarily. Yes, monetarily, me and my team and wherever I have worked, the entire region has grown. But the other type of recognition is the non-monetary recognition. I always am happy if my seniors come and pat on my shoulders and say, "Good work, boy, good work." That keeps me going on. So that hunger for monetary as well as non-monetary recognition, that gives me the thrust to move forward, or to any salesperson. Money is the biggest motivator. In
Right.
sales, money is the biggest motivator. So as a manager, I have shown money, I have seen money, I have shown money, I have demonstrated how money or how recognition can be achieved. I have ensured, promotions are maybe double or triple promotions, or also it has created history in the industry. But I've ensured that the performers are well taken care of. They are well taken care of. So money is the biggest motivator. Non-recognitions also are biggest motivator. So it is very important, and it is very necessary for the super bosses to mingle with the teams, for the super bosses to interact with the team occasionally for felicitation or for celebration. So I think with this kind of culture, is inevitable. Success is inevitable, because
So, how do you build the team, a winning team? So, what is that formula of building a winning team?
if you are coming to a restaurant and you are asking the chef what is the formula, so it's very difficult for the chef to tell you. But to be very honest, most of it goes on gut feeling. I,
Okay.
being a good recruiter, one of the finest recruiters, most of my recruitment are on gut feeling and the body language, and the conviction this boy or girl has upon giving an opportunity to prove him or herself. Okay, say biodata, or plays a very insignificant role as per me, because words can be flattery, so they do not actually realize into substance. What matters is the interviewer and the interviewed person's bonding, or the vibes, or things which actually say, "Ki this gentleman, gentle lady is made for the job." Secondly, to be doubly sure, I have always insisted on a home visit. Though operating mostly of the metros, I've always insisted on home visit, wherein it's not like I gave a appointment letter or an offer letter. I sold the career. I sold the career. I sold the career to the family. He is now in the company, under the protection of the company. I, being the head of the city or the region or the country, this is the expectation. And if he delivers, there would be good days, much better days for the family. So collectively, there is a push from the home also, from the home front also. And what happens is, the manager, if he is in dispute with his immediate junior, maybe tutu mai mai, or some kind of inactions, and then there is not much communication. The family plays a very vital role. The manager on the floor can speak to the family, be it his wife, or be it his husband, or father, mother, parent, and try to break the ice. It has worked, and it has worked very well. And persistency has been taken care by this only single approach of home visits.
So again, Samir, what I would like to ask you, this process might work in certain industry, but not in all the industry. So what is your take on this?
Going to home or calling home to the office, it's one and the same. Most of the corporates, when I speak to my HR people now, my friends have grown to head HRs in many of the financial services. So we do interact very frequently. So my advice to them is, if you cannot go home, let home come to you.
Okay.
Let home come to you. There is a bandhan kind of an activity which is practiced globally, a bonding activity which is practiced globally. And this bonding actually is an HR exercise. It's basically used to retain and understand the employee's culture, from where he comes, and the psyche of the employee, and the expectations also are set accordingly. So if you have a kind of a bandhan kind of a meet, or sampling the office, or some kind of you need to find excuses to outperform people. If you are doing the same monotonous thing which competitors are doing, then success is not much warranted. But this is one thing which I see. If it's a joint effort by each and every member of the family, I think it's a win-win situation. It's a win-win situation.
So any experience which you might like to share, which you feel, which was, you were completely impressed and with the result, and you could see some, maybe some spark because of that extra yard of input, or maybe the motivation from your side. Any of that experience?
See,
which you
Jack,
might.
yeah, Jack, most of my team members whom I have recruited across India and globally also, they have outperformed their peers. Like they are the best currently. They are the best currently. And